So I'm just here again, and I want to, talk about a little further research I did into the idea of how the charge can change as the distance between your capacitor plates changes. And this website here I was looking at, I find a lot of my information on, blogs and various forums. But anyway, this here is a diagram showing you that as you get closer together between plates, if your voltage stays the same, then your charge is going to change. And as they get closer together, charge increases. And this does seem to be because the closer together your opposite charges are, the greater the force of attraction there is between them, and thus the more charge that can be held on the capacitor plates, assuming the voltage is the same. Now, if the voltage was increasing, then that would also cause your capacitor plates to have a greater charge. But if the voltage stays the same and the capacitor plates move apart, then the electric field strength decreases just due to distance between charge. And so there is not as much of attractive force able to hold more charge on the plates. And so what is a little confusing to me still is the idea that the electric energy must decrease the electric energy must increase as you move the capacitor plates further apart. And this I guess is unclear. I guess, what does that extra energy use to do as you move those plates further apart? And I guess one way you could think about it is that the extra energy is used to push charge through the circuit or out of the plates. And so the electrons would actually be pushed out of the negative plate and then pushed onto the positive plate. And so that almost seems to be another force that is acting along with this attractive force across the plates, and then those two would result in a net force. And I'm wondering if you'd think of it that way, in terms of a net force. But an experiment, this would be interesting to describe to the kids and to convince the kids that that it is the case. So I guess you could do a lab where you do something like this and you separate the plates and you can demonstrate that this occurs, that less charge occurs on the plates. That would be great to do a lab like that. But as far as the mechanistic understanding of why that occurs, that's interesting. And that's, I guess, where I would like a little more information and ways for students to sort of explore that mechanism and get at the idea of why charge is being moved to or from a plate as the distance between the plates increases or decreases.